Hey everyone, I am at Little John United Methodist Church, just outside of Lenoir in Gamewell, North Carolina. And I'm here because of really one reason. Little John United Methodist Church is one of the oldest churches in the area. It is also the site of one of the oldest graveyards in North Carolina. And there are Revolutionary War soldiers buried in this graveyard. And you might be wondering, wow, James, that's morbid. There's a reason. As some of you have found out, or many of you have already found out, that I found out that Queen Elizabeth II passed away. And I've got some thoughts about that. When anybody passes away, it causes me to think about my own life. But to think about her life after so many decades as the monarch of Great Britain and all of her territories, thinking about our life and our death. Sometimes it's important for us to really consider that. Whatever you think about the monarchy in Great Britain, and I know we as Americans have a very have had a tenuous relationship with the monarchy in Great Britain, going all the way back to Queen Elizabeth II's great-great-great-grandfather, King George III. We told him, we don't want you as a boss. We'll be the boss of ourselves, all the way back in the 1700s. Can we step back for just a moment? I know that might be a little difficult for some, but let's just push back and let's look at this woman, Elizabeth. She was a professing Christian. Many times in speeches and other conversations, she would reference Jesus Christ and how he was her soul strength. She said she was a Christian. Now, do we know for sure? No. Only she and God know. But I'll tell you this. I hope, I really do, I hope that she's in heaven right now and she's worshiping with millions and millions and millions of others who have gone before her, worshiping Jesus Christ. And that she's a part of that great cloud of witnesses. But I think that's a good thing. There are people all over the world who are continually talking on all social media platforms about how she was a Christian woman. I mean, that's awesome. Can you imagine? Here's a woman, a queen, not a preacher, not a theologian, but one of the main things that I'm seeing on social media is that she was a Christian, and people are noticing that. That's her legacy as a Christian woman. So how should we respond to that? We should honor her. We should pray for her family as they grieve her loss. What a constant she's been in their life. What a constant she's been in the lives of her subjects in Great Britain and all of her colonies. I mean, there's Americans who I've seen on social media crying. And it's okay. Let's honor her and thank God for how Jesus Christ changed her heart so that she could be the person that she was and to wield the influence that she did. I came here for a reason. There's another woman, and her name is Lelia Judson Tuttle. She was a Methodist missionary in China for almost 40 years. It made an incredible impact in that country. And what would have happened if she hadn't? We consider how the church in China is persecuted the way it is, but might be one of the largest churches in the world. God had a plan for her. God called her to do that. God called Queen Elizabeth II for what she was doing. God's called you. God's called me. And when it's all said and done, and when we find ourselves in a place like this, what will they say about us? What will our children say? Our grandchildren? Our great-great-grandchildren? Great-great-great-grandchildren? What will the people that we associate with on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, what will they say? Will they say, that person was called by God and they answered the call and they did exactly what they were called to do? Ultimately, when I look at my own life, I think about my station in life, what I'm supposed to be doing. That's what I want. After I'm gone, years after I'm gone, I truly hope that people, when they hear the name James Burks, the first thing they think is that man did what God wanted him to do, and that he was an example of Jesus Christ. He was an ambassador of Jesus Christ in his lifetime. Maybe you are thinking the same thing. Well, what can we do? What do we do? What do we do to make sure people are saying that? Be about the Father's business. Start today. Do the little things. Those little things can pile up. Do the things that are important. Do the things that God's calling you to do right now. I know what he's called me to do. Much of that is the same as what he's calling you to do. Love your neighbor. Kind acts, compassionate acts for others. Just do it. Let's be about what he wants us to be about, and work and reconcile others to Jesus. Can we do that? I want to do that. So when it's all said and done, we leave a legacy that isn't about monuments or even this. Gosh, what a beautiful church. It's not about that. It's about pointing people to Christ, so that even in our death, we're pointing people to Jesus. Let's do it.